So if you remember that musical alphabet, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, then that's your major scale, also known as the first mode, the Ionian. That's all it is. And it just continues the same way once you reach the octave. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And as we have 7 notes inside the major scale, therefore we can create 7 different shapes that we call modes, as they all create their own individual moods, which you will utilize later on for soloing and songwriting. So if you now start the same sequence, but this time from note D instead of C, you're playing the Dorian mode. The only thing we're doing is just treating a different note of the scale as the root note. And by doing so, we'll be getting different intervals for each mode. For example, the first Ionian mode, as you can see, we have the major third here. Therefore, Ionian is a major mode. The next mode, Dorian, starts from the note D. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That includes the minor third. Therefore, Dorian is a minor mode. Let's move to the third degree of the C major scale. If we now treat E as the root note, keeping all other notes the same, we get the Phrygian mode. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. This mode is a minor, as we have minor third again. But also notice the half step from E to F. This gives Phrygian a distinct dark sound that is utilized by most of our favorite bands. Next up is Lydian mode, starting from note F in this instance. F, G, A, B, C, D, E. This time we have a major third. Therefore, this mode is major. But also notice the raised fourth interval here. And that's what really makes Lydian stand out, with its characteristic chord F major 7 sharp 11. We're getting into the 5th degree that is called the Mixolydian mode. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, which is a major mode as well due to the major third. And if you play that mode from the same root notes such as C, then you will notice it's very similar to the Ionian, with the only difference of the minor 7 that allows you to create that dominant chord. Now onto the note A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This one is called the Aeolian mode. It has a minor third. And it's also known as the natural minor scale. And finally we have the Locrian mode that starts with the last note B. B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Which includes this half step at the beginning. Minor third. And a diminished fifth, giving us the half diminished chord. And as you now know how modes are created, let's have a look at how it's done in real life. So instead of playing them just like we did, we start from the same root note but continue going to the right, following that 3 notes per string approach, which helps us to cover the entire neck together. So for the Dorian, it's again D, E, but this time we're continue going to the right. F, G, A, B, C. Then Phrygian goes like this. Lydian. Mixolydian, but just octave lower. Aeolian. Locrian, and back to Ionian. And this applies to any key. So let's say we're in the key of G major. Then the order of the mode stays exactly the same, starting with Ionian, also known as major. Then it's Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, also known as the minor scale, and lastly Locrian. But here is much simpler method how to achieve the same result without needing to memorize all these 7 shapes all in once. For now, the only thing you've got to learn are these 7 groups over 2 strings. So in the key of G major, group number 1 is here. Group number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. You can try it backwards as well. 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once you become solid on these groups, then as we're only dealing with 7 groups / modes, then the formula is always the same. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 7, 6. And we now just start building the full modes across 6 strings using these same groups. For mode number 1, the Ionian, we start with group number 1. The one before that is group number 7. That we just place octave higher. And then group number 6 on top. This creates a 3-part structure. Group 1 at the beginning, group 7 in the middle, and group 6 on top. You can think of it like stacking the blocks where each group locks into the place, giving you the full mode. So for the second mode, Dorian, we start with group number 2. Group number 1. And again before that is group number 7. That we just place octave higher on top. Notice how it mirrors the Ionian structure but just moved everything one group forward in the sequence. From the next note we have Phrygian that starts with group number 3 and continues to group number 2 and finishing with group number 1. Fourth mode Lydian goes like this. Group number 3 and group number 2. Mixolydian like this, group number 5, group number 4, and then group number 3. Then we have the 6th mode Aeolian, also known as a minor scale. That starts with group number 6, then group number 5, and group number 4 on top. And the last 7th mode, the Locrian, starts with group number 7. Then group number 6 and group number 5 on top. And that's all it is. If we now circle back where we went through if the modes are major or minor based on their third interval. Ionian major, Dorian minor, Phrygian minor, Lydian major, Mixolydian major, Aeolian minor, and Locrian half diminished. As you can see, it's always following this pattern. Major, minor, minor, include one major and start again. Major, minor, minor. The Locrian mode is also viewed as the half diminished. So if you now swap these modes for their harmonized minor or major chord, Ionian major, Dorian minor, Phrygian minor, Lydian major, Mixolydian major, Aeolian minor, and Locrian half diminished. And by mixing and matching any of these chords, you'll be able to start utilizing this knowledge for your own songwriting. And lastly, I want to quickly show you how you can use these modes for soloing as well. So let's first play all 7 modes from the same root note, such as G, G Ionian, G Dorian, G Phrygian, G Lydian, G Mixolydian, G Aeolian, and G Locrian. Then you will start hearing the moods each of the modes create and utilize that for soloing. For example, if you have a static E minor chord, you can decide if you want to give it a fairly uplifting vibe by using the Dorian, or keep it a bit melancholic with the Aeolian mode, or go dark using the Phrygian mode. It's actually amazing how this one note change can have such an impact on the overall vibe. So there you have it, all my knowledge about modes. So if you've enjoyed this video and mainly you've experienced some light bulb moments throughout, then just please let me know by hitting the like button, so I know the stuff I talk about is helping guitar players out there. And as you now finally know what modes are and how to build them anywhere on the neck, make sure to check this video next so you can learn exactly how to use all this knowledge to write some modern metal riffs you're proud of. Thanks for being here, keep the guitar alive, and I'll see you in the next video.